Good evening. Major crime detectives have joined the investigation into the disappearance of young mother Jody Myers, who vanished from her Mannum home 13 days ago. Late today, they interviewed her partner, who's told Nine News he hasn't seen her since the couple fought and she left with two strangers.
4 o'clock this afternoon, Neil Archer returns to Mannum Police Station to give a second statement about the disappearance of his girlfriend. This time he was met by major crime detectives who were deployed from Adelaide this morning to retrace Jody Myers' last known movements. The 20-year-old was last seen by her family here at her stepfather's Bow Hill farmhouse, 30 kilometres east of Mannum. The date was Wednesday, August 26. They'd all gathered for a family barbecue.
They all just came out here to celebrate my birthday as a surprise party.
Mr Ward says that Jody sat around a fire and enjoyed the evening, but her partner never emerged from the car.
We tried to include him, but he didn't want nothing to do with it, and approximately between 8 and 8:30, Jody would have left with Neil, and that's the last time we heard from her or seen her.
Yesterday, Mr Archer told Nine News that his actions at the party had led to an argument later in the night.
When we got home, she turned around and said she wasn't impressed with it. She never actually thought I'd sit in the car, and she said she was leaving.
13 days later and the investigation is becoming increasingly serious. Detectives are expected to start knocking on doors and asking questions around the town to determine whether Jody has met foul play. It's understood that CCTV vision from the Mannum ferry has been requested to see if there was anything of interest surrounding the couple's journey home. It's believed that vision has also been taken from an ATM in the main street where Jody's bank card was used one day after she vanished.
She's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful young girl, does not deserve anything that's happened to her.
In Mannum, Ben Avery, 9 News.
Good evening. Major crime detectives have made an arrest over the disappearance of Mannum mother Jody Myers, who they fear has met with foul play. But the suspect has been charged with theft, not murder.
These are exclusive pictures of inside the Murray Bridge Police Station where Margaret Archer was arrested this afternoon. She emerged just before 3 o'clock with two detectives and her partner Laurie. What have you been charged with, Margaret?
Nothing. Innocent.
No comment.
Have they accused you of using Jody's ATM card? Did you use the ATM card?
No, I didn't.
Police think she did. They've charged the 55-year-old with using Jody Myers' ATM card one day after the 20-year-old vanished. Mrs Archer is the mother of Jody's boyfriend Neil Archer, who has been named as the only person of interest in her suspected murder.
You seem very upset.
Yeah, well, I don't like being charged with something I haven't done.
The Mannum woman admits she's been captured on camera using the bank SA in the town's main street, but says she used her own card and not Jody's.
No, I had 400 and something in my account. Why would I need her account? I don't have her card.
With Margaret Archer now charged over the use of Jody's ATM card, it really does beg the question, what is next for this murder investigation? This afternoon, 9 News spoke to Neil Archer, who said he was currently staying with friends and that allegations against his mum are false. He has previously told us he had no involvement in Jody's disappearance. Jody's mother has welcomed the action by police, but says she's struggling to deal with the strengthening prospect that her daughter has been murdered.
Definitely. I want to see her. I want to hold her.
Live now to Ben Avery. And Ben, police have released a photograph they hope will progress their investigation into Jody's murder.
Yeah, well, you may remember Neil Archer's claim that he last saw Jody Myers leaving their home in a red Nissan X-Trail. Well, today police released an image of a similar looking vehicle, which 9 News understands has been provided to them by Mr Archer himself. It's believed he claims it's a very close likeness to the car that he saw, minus the black strip that can be seen there on the side. So police are calling for anyone who might have information about that red Nissan X-Trail to contact them via the Crime Stoppers number of 1800 333 000.
Good evening. A tragic end to the search for missing Mannum woman Jody Myers, whose body has been found buried under a backyard shed. Her partner has been charged with her murder, the grim find made at his parents' home.
Detectives moved in on the Mannum property preparing for a lengthy search, but focusing on a shed in the backyard, it didn't take them long to find what they were looking for.
At about 11:50 a.m. this morning, specialists forensic personnel located the body of an adult female buried under the concrete. She's not buried very far down.
The body is that of 20-year-old Jody Myers, missing since August 26, when she was last seen leaving a family barbecue with her partner Neil Archer, whose face now can't be shown for legal reasons. Police allege that 29-year-old Archer killed her that evening before her body was placed beneath the shed in his parents' backyard.
Unfortunately, this appears to be one of those another very tragic domestic violence related murders.
Today's discovery came after a dramatic 24 hours. First, the arrest of Neil Archer's mother Margaret on theft charges. Are you saying you're innocent?
I haven't done anything.
Then, after almost a month of denials,
I obviously haven't. I'd never harm her, never have.
Neil Archer was taken into custody in the middle of the night.
There was a number of communications with Neil Archer. Neil Archer presented himself at an agreed location at about 1 o'clock this morning, where he has been arrested.
Neil's stepfather Lawrence returned to the property this afternoon. Laurie, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I've got nowhere to live. Can I come and live at your place?
He scoffed at questions about whether he knew a body was in his backyard.
Get out of it.
It's your backyard. Did you know it was there?
Oh, yeah, I dug it myself. Don't be stupid.
After a fortnight of intense negotiations, late-night interviews and searches of land and water, police won't say how they were finally led to this moment. Has Neil Archer confessed?
I can't make any comment on that at this time.
For Jody Myers' family, it's sadly irrelevant. Today, any hope was gone. Their worst fears, their worst suspicions had been realised.
As you would expect with any family, they're obviously absolutely devastated, and as I said earlier, no one can, unless you've been in that position, have any comprehension of, the pain and, the suffering that they have been going through and are going through and will continue to go through.
Live now to police reporter Ben Avery with some exclusive details about what helped police find Jody's body. Ben, what can you tell us?
Well, Brenton, I can tell you that CCTV footage from inside this Bunnings warehouse here in Murray Bridge has been crucial to the police investigation. We understand that video from inside the store on Saturday, August 29, that's 3 days after Jody disappeared, shows a person linked to the case buying multiple bags of cement. Now, that video was passed on to police, who last night began coordinating that search beneath freshly laid concrete inside the shed at Neil Archer's parents' property. Now, that vision will remain in the hands of police and is likely to now form part of the court case.